insects were turned into zombies by fungi.
Natural born killers. Zombie
Behind
fungi.
the scenes at Kew Gardens in London, the underground Fungarium collection houses over 1 million specimens which have come from all over the world.
Now, if I'm not into this BBC Earth situation, they just doing this under your nose. Like, just think if you're not digging these kind of videos up. That's why I'd be interested in, like, what the fuck could possibly grow around me that I don't know about? You know what I mean? Like,
amongst the shells of the
what's growing around?
controlled collection,
What's going on
a
around here?
handful of disturbing bugs stand out.
You see what I'm saying?
These unfortunate creatures have all been victims of varieties of zombie fungi. Several cicadas are new additions to the collection at Kew. Having spent the past 17 years developing underground, these insects emerged in 2021 to a world dominated by a human pandemic.
This is a new bug that just developed from 17 years ago, but just unearthing itself in 2021. If this world ain't the craziest place in the world, I don't know what it is.
Know that a different airborne killer would soon be coming for them.
And they getting taken out. We got the pandemic.
Carry in the air.
They got the fungus.
Most
the fungi.
fungal spores are harmless to creatures and will settle on the ground to grow and produce the mushrooms we're most familiar with.
Okay.
But some parasitic fungi, like types of Massospora and Cordyceps, have a different, more sinister purpose. Once they land on insects like these cicadas, the spores will infiltrate the cicadas' bodies and spread inside. The cicadas are soon completely overrun, with no known way to fight back. The fungus then starts to flood the cicadas' brains with hallucinogens and amphetamines. It's thought this makes them both more hungry and more active to find a mate. But there's also
hungry
a darker
and
use
horny.
for this drugging.
Hungry and horny.
As the fungus
It
continues
kills
to
you.
grow inside the core of
Oh,
the
it just
insect,
grows out of you,
it
literally.
causes the rear end of the cicada's abdomen to fall off, exposing
Your
the fungus
ass?
to the air in order to release.
It makes the insect's ass falls off. The ass falls off the
its
insect.
spores and spread further afield. It's thought the drugs released by the fungus into the cicada's brain make it more energetic in finding a mate, thus maximizing spore dispersal for the parasitic Massospora. With over 400 species of Cordyceps-type fungi spread across the world, other creatures such as wasps, moths, and caterpillars have also fallen prey to these parasites.
Really?
Ants are another notable victim of these killer fungi.
It kills ants too?
Once infiltrated by fungus, the ant will move away from its colony to a location, like high in a tree, which suits the controlling Cordyceps. The parasitic fungus will make the ant anchor itself by biting into the tree trunk in a kind of death grip. The
And it won't let
fungus
go.
will then burst out of its host and grow into a mushroom-like structure, ready to spread its
Yeah,
spores and start the deadly cycle all
All
over
over
again.
That is ill. It didn't say it do anything to humans though. That's what I was like, does that shit do that? That's what I was trying to find out. They ain't giving me no information, so I'm assuming that it doesn't. All I know is if I see an insect with spores growing out of it, walk away as fast as possible. Run. Run. Because if it's doing that, these insects have been on Earth way longer than us. And it's just growing out of their bodies. I don't want to know what it does to us. I got a feeling it does something even crazier to us. But I would never want to find out. And it makes makes them horny and hungry until they bite on something or eat or fuck too much. They have sex too much or they eat too much or try to eat something too much. Like it's a hallucinant killer that probably does it to us. So watch out for, don't be touching all kind of mushrooms, y'all. I be telling my kids that don't touch all kind of mushrooms. You don't know what these things be doing.